welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this makeup look right here. It's all drugstore makeup products. I know, right? Oh my gosh, I love the drugstore. So if you would like to see how I got this gray smoky eye and this really pretty nude lip, please keep watching. So first I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've already tried this once before and I was kind of like eh, but I decided I would try it again today and I think I actually like it. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy+ Smooth, and this is in the shade 120, and then I'm just blending that all over my face with my damp beauty blender. For concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in the shade Fair. And then I'm also going to be blending that out with my damp sponge. To contour my nose and my lips, I'm using the Milani Contour and Highlight Stick, and this is in the shade Fair. To fill on my brows, I'm using the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. This is the second time I've used this and I don't really like it. It's not very pigmented and it's really waxy. It's kind of like, it's a really dry formula and I prefer my e.l.f. brow cream and my Anastasia brow pomade over this. Like, I don't know, I just don't really like it. I think it would work better if you already had like a lot of brow hair and you only had to fill in like little areas, but I need to fill in like in my entire brow, so this is just, I don't know, I just don't really like it. Just to deepen up my brows, I'm going in with the Profusion brow palette and I'm mixing the blonde and light brown shades together and then just kind of feathering that through my brows. To set my brows, I'm using the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, and this is in the shade Light. To set my face, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photofocus Translucent Loose Powder. To set my under eyes, I'm using the Ulta Beauty Loose HD Setting Powder. I think this is pretty comparable to the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It's not as brightening, but it kind of feels like the same formula. To set my nose contour, I'm using the LA Girl Just Blushing blush in the shade Just Because, and this is the perfect taupey gray undertone blush for fair to light skin tones. In my opinion, it's perfect to contour with. For bronzer, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. This is in the shade Light. I forgot how much I like this bronzer, so I'm going to leave it on my desk so I can continue to use it, but it's really good. I really like it.
Yeah, we said we let it go, but we settled for the last. Couldn't let you want it though. Who am I to...
Now I'm just going back in with the LA Girl blush, and I'm just adding that underneath my bronzer. Next, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild blush in the shade Fantastic Plastic Pink. Sorry, I'm out of focus a lot in this video, and I don't know why. I think it's because I'm using this Kylie compact for the mirror, and it's just like the camera's focusing on that and not my face, so I apologize. For highlighter, I'm using the Milani highlighter in the shade Afterglow. And to clean up my bronzer contour area, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth powder in the shade 120. To get started on the eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this is in the shade, I think it's in the shade Leather, and I'm just applying that with my finger. Like, when I look at it, to me it looks gray, but I think it might actually be like a kind of like a gray olivey shade, but it worked out. But now that I'm looking at it, I think it's more so like an army shade. I don't know, but it works. So I'm just applying this all over my lid and a little bit into the crease. Now I'm taking Maybelline The Smokes palette, and I'm going to be using this shade right here just to put on top of the color tattoo.
Yeah, we said we let it go, but we settled for the last. Couldn't let you want it though. Who am I to let you down? No, who am I to let you down, down, down?
Now I'm taking this shade, it's the lightest matte gray shade in the palette, and I'm just going to be applying that into my crease. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. palette. This is the Opposites Attract palette, and I'm going to be going in with a shade called Calm. And I'm applying this directly into my crease and a little bit above as well. And before I sat down to do my makeup, I totally could have just used this e.l.f. palette. So don't feel like you need to go rush out and buy the Maybelline The Smokes palette, because honestly, you could get the same exact eyeshadow look with just the e.l.f. palette. I thought I would just let you guys know. Now I'm going to be mixing the shade Calm with the shade Genuine. It's the other dark gray shade in the palette. I'm mixing the two together and I'm applying that into my crease and a little bit on the lid as well. Going back in with the Maybelline The Smokes palette, I'm going to be taking the two gray shades, mixing them together, and I'm going to be applying those on my lid because it was kind of giving me like a halo effect in a way, and I liked that the center of my lid was a little bit lighter than the rest of my eyelid, and then I went in with my finger and that just worked out better. Now I'm just taking the light gray shade and I'm using a flat shader brush just to add some more of that to the center of my lid. To get started on my lower lash line, I'm going in with the e.l.f. palette and I'm taking this shade right here with a pencil brush, and I'm just taking every single shade that I used on my lids and just putting them on top of each other for my lower lash line. Now I'm taking this shimmer shade right here from the Smokes palette and I'm using that for my inner corner highlight and my brow highlight. For my waterline, I'm using the jcat, the big eye pencil, and this is in the shade Marshmallow, and I'm using this just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger and brighter. You could also use NYX Jumbo pencil in the shade Milk as well. So now I'm just taking a little bit of that Ulta HD powder, applying that underneath my lower lash line so I could go in with the Essence Lash Princess. This is in waterproof. I like to do that so my mascara doesn't transfer. Now I'm just going to be applying some mascara on my upper lashes as well. I'm just prepping them for falsies. While my mascara dries, I'm going to be starting on my lips, and this is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Cafe. These lip liners are so good, and Ulta has them on sale all the time online for like $2. You can also get them at CVS. They, in my opinion, are almost better than MAC lip liners if you like those. They're so good. For lipstick, I'm using the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Bare All. This is the nudest lipstick I own. It's literally the shade of a concealer. It's crazy, but I love it. It's so beautiful. I don't even know if they make this shade anymore. Now I'm taking the CoverGirl Melting Pout in the shade Nudist Dream, and I'm applying that on top, and then my camera died and I didn't realize. So that's why you guys didn't see me apply it. But for lashes, I'm taking these Ardell Wispy lashes, and I'm using my Duo Lash Glue. Now I'm just wiping away that excess powder. So that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this drugstore tutorial, and if you would like more, definitely thumbs this up, and I will see you guys in my next video.